So a lot of people think that Dracula is actually bad. So today, that's basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna disprove this fraud allegations to our boy Dracula, 100% here. And I was lucky enough to get a shiny and also lucky enough to get an Apex since it's 2 times straight luck active. I was lucky to get this. Unfortunately, I still don't have the Tyrant because Tyrant is actually like very difficult to get. I guess I wasted all my luck on both of these units right here. But I did kind of prepare for this update or grinded this update quite a bit. But yeah, luckily we have these units right now. And I kind of want to show you guys why he is not weak. So what better way to show it or showcase it but in Infinite. So what we're going to do right now is basically hop in Infinite, the Underwater City Infinite mode. And I'm basically going to show you why he's not a weak character or why he's not a weak unit. So a lot of people think that he's pretty weak, but that's what we're going to disprove today. We're going to disprove the fraud allegations to our boy, right? I'm gonna disprove the fraud allegations. Alright, so first and foremost, first fact that I want to go over, he's very cheap, right? Like, he's a very cheap boy. Like, he's a very cheap unit. And compare him to all the other units out there, Dragon Mage, who else? Alright, so again, this boy, he is a very cheap unit, and on top of that, he has 2 placements. So by the way, again, I'm doing the showcase with Apex. He doesn't even have max stats or max level right now, but again, if you max him out with level and all of those other good stuff, he can get to a very high stat. So I basically kind of rushed him. I didn't have frostbites, didn't have rolls or rank rerolls for him, so I just wanted to go and show that even at this state he's actually super overpowered. So again, he does have Apex, but he does have quite bad stats, does have quite low level, only level 59 right here, but you will see that he's actually very powerful already at this state. So we are using 2 farms right here, and again, he does have Enchanted Spirit on him. But also, by the way, one thing that a lot of people don't notice is that he actually does have passives. He has multiple passives. So at his earlier upgrades, he actually has a burn passive, right? So I'm going to turn on the VFX right here. So at his earlier upgrades, he has a burn passive right here. So you can see, I don't know if this is burn or bleed. I think it's saying burn, but I think it's doing bleed. In some of his upgrades, he does bleed, some I think he does burn. But anyways, that's not really the main point of this. The main point of this is really his summons, right? Like, you don't really just look at his DPS or his damage, right? Look at his summons. So I turn on his summons right here. I'm going to turn on the summons for Dracula. I have 2. Where's the other Dracula? Okay. And then, so I turn on the summons for both Dracula right here. And as you guys can see right here, look at these guys right here. They're coming here, and look at their HP. 8,000 HP, 9,000 HP, 9,000 HP. And this guy right here has 53,000 HP. Look at how many summons he has. Then the guys right here at the back has 53,000 HP as well. Bro, if you think that that is bad, if you think that this many summons is bad, and this high HP is bad, with Apex at level 59, not even max upgrade is bad. I don't know what to say to you, bro. So again, the best shade on him is obviously gonna be Apex because he's gonna be doing this much summons. And you can see right here that he actually is just insane with the summons, right? So what if, you know, like I max him out, right? Like I give him like a very, you know, high stats, I max him out, which I will do. His damage is actually gonna be insane. So with the testing that I did, I think he can get around 100,000 damage with Apex. With Almighty, it's around 180,000, something like that. But again, he has a very insane amounts of damage. And another thing that you guys don't notice is how cheap he is, right? Unlike Dragon Mage or Lunar Empress, he's a very cheap guy to upgrade and to even place down. He's only 1,500 to place down, and his ability is available on placement. So you can literally just place him down and spam his ability, and he will summon, I think, around 22 units. And all of those units have the same HP as his damage. So 22 times 8,000 is a lot, right? So that's basically what his ability is doing right now. And if you have 2 of them with Apex, that's absolutely crazy. So people don't really think how good, don't really see just how good he is, because they just look at his damage and say, oh, he's kind of weak, right? But in reality, bro, his damage is that low because if his damage was any higher, he'd quite literally be doing millions of damage with his summons alone, right? And he'd be too broken, right? Like, we can't have him be too broken because look at this, right? 8,000 HP No, they have 10,000 HP right now. This might be because of the buff, right? 10,000 HP, 8,000 HP. This boss right here has 41,000 HP, 53,000 HP. And again, this is only the first upgrade. This is not even the second upgrade, just the first upgrade right here, right? So now, let's try and give him like a glow up and give him like a max upgrade, right? So we're gonna upgrade him to the max and see what's gonna happen. So right here, 65,000 HP for damage. Again, this is with Apex. Relatively bad stats, and again, very, 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 quite low level. Not very low level, but quite a low level, right? We will see right here how much his summons are gonna be doing. So his summons right here are doing still 10,000. Okay, his next batch of summons might be the one that's gonna do more. But right now, his summons are still doing relatively high for their level. So again, this is the HP that you're seeing right here for the summons are the low HP, are the level 1 or upgrade 1 HP. You're gonna see later just how crazy it's gonna be now that I've upgraded him to the max. And by the way, he is dealing 15% bleed or burn or whatever it is to his enemies for 10 seconds. Not over 10 seconds, but for 10 seconds. So that basically means that 65,000's 15% of 65,000 is around, I don't know, is I think around 6,000. But again, with max upgrade, he's gonna have around 100,000. So if you consider that, and the fact that he has quite low SPA, he actually even has pretty decent SPA, right? He actually has pretty decent DPS for him, even without his summons. But you add the summons on top of that, he just becomes absolutely insane. Like, people look at the numbers and they see small numbers and they think it's automatically bad without even beginning to consider just how absolutely good the ability is, right? So again, his DPS is quite not the highest, but his cooldown is pretty low, SPA is pretty low, and again, he has bleed, right? So right here, once this activates, let's actually go take a look at the HP of the summons that he will bring, because again, they're gonna be very insanely good. So right here, he summons, and 85,000 right there, 85,000. This one right here has 428,000 HP, and there's like 2 of them right here, and then there's like 1, 2, 3, 1. I don't know. There's a lot of them. Okay, there's 2 of them right here. There's gonna be more coming out in a bit. There's 2 of them right here. Then there's a few here as well. And the craziest part about this is, if you get True Spirit on him, the True Spirit buff will count to the HP of those summons right there. It will count to the, because the buff right here is increasing his damage, and that damage increased by the buff counts to further max HP. Which means if you get True Spirit on him, it will actually count for the max HP of the units, which means it can do crazy amounts of damage, right? So yeah, doing absolutely insane right here. Just again, very absolutely insane summons. He does more summons. I don't know, it's kind of bugged right now. I think he's supposed to have more summons than this. Again, from what I've heard from the balancing head, it's 22 summons. So that's around 2,200% of his damage. Again, they're very overpowered unit. By the way, he's also full area of effect with hybrid. He hits hybrid units. I don't really know how people think this is a non-meta unit. He's literally a better version of Esong Jinwoo, except he's actually usable in Infinite, I think. Because what a lot of people don't realize is just how good this is for bosses. I think if you consider him for bosses, he actually is a pretty good boss killer due to just how high the HP of his summons are, especially with Apex, right? So that's pretty much it. I don't really need to showcase all of his abilities because most of you probably watched the showcase already. But you know what? Just in case, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna showcase their SPA or their ability. Let me just sell you right here. And okay, first ability is just that. Second ability is basically large lava fireball, larger lava. And next ability is lava meteor, and lavas are gonna fall down from the sky. Next ability is full lava attack, basically the full area of attack, and that's basically the last one, right? Pretty cool, pretty basic, but it's still pretty awesome, right? Pretty good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for our boy Dracula 100%. And so far, I really enjoy using him. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really enjoy using him. So again, let's take a look at these guys right here. 85,000 HP, 85,000 HP, 428,000 HP. Pretty good. Genuinely pretty good. I think he's supposed to do more summons. But even then, even so, he is very insane for a unit that you pretty much get for free, because he's essentially a free unit, right? Like, he's a free secret. Like, you will get him eventually if you farm raids, because there's a pity for Dracula at 5,000 raid items or whatever they are called. So, very good W for him. Very strong unit. A lot of people say he's bad, but no, he's actually relatively insane, right? That's gonna be it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.